Oh hey internet, what is up? Welcome back to the Type QQ channel. Welcome back to Cuphead. And welcome back to our 48% save file. Just under the 50%, so I imagine in this video we'll cross that threshold into the second half of the game, I suppose. That is, I guess, if we're 100% completing it the very first try, which I'm damn sure we are not going to do. I mean, we've already skipped a coin or two here or there, and have an A+, this, that, or the other thing, so... roaming around like a psychopath right now, apparently. There aren't too much left in the second level. Looks like this run and gun level here. This is a rather interesting level. I really enjoyed the... well, I really enjoyed playing that level. It reminds me of a few other platformers that have that sort of... the image is in my head, but I can't remember which one it is. Whether it's Mega Man 9 or 10 has something like this. But yeah, where you kind of... there's these sort of gravity type of you know, these sort of gravity tricks where you can jump on the ceiling and whatnot. But yeah, a few games do that, so it's pretty cool to see it here as well. I guess you go through his mouth. A little hard to find the courage for it first, but homing doesn't seem to be the best. Looks like the best weapon around here, because there's a lot of just guys that will aggro the shots but not do, not die. But oh, mistakes were made. So yeah, now it seems to be a matter of... oh, Jesus, watch out for the giant letters out of the tuba.
Here goes.
That was a little suspect. I think maybe we jumped that a little bit too late. So as you can tell, when you hit that playing card and kind of swirl around, there is a sort of like inverted jump to it for a bit. So yeah, right now our layout is spread shot and homing shot with the #1 special, with looks like the auto parry. That seems to be about it, I think. Some free money, for sure. These run and gun areas, I don't necessarily feel it's my strongest suit. Despite the time we playing games like it. But they're certainly very essential to make sure you get as many coins as you can. I said we should probably be on the ceilings and dodge the boas. I mean, maybe homing is pretty decent here, where you don't necessarily have to worry about your footing, particularly as long as you're... actually, we can... yeah, go... actually, I think this is the idea right here, is just kind of have some distance from the tubas and then just kind of rain down some homing shots. There he goes. However, kind of a weird... Kind of a strange jump there that I haven't... Well, hey, we're almost there, but kind of a weird jump that I kind of haven't really, like, figured out in my head there. Somehow didn't get run over. I mean, granted that homing doesn't do the most damage, it certainly is the most helpful when you have, like, a target that's kind of, you know, halfway up the screen that you would have to aim for or kind of put yourself in a bad position for to properly get. It's good to just kind of get that homing to just kind of do its thing. And you know, and not have to worry about you know, other things. Looks like all we have to do is worry about that jack-o'-lantern guy, but it doesn't look like he's all that much of a factor to really worry about. Well, as we say that, his fucking spike comes flying by. Actually, that's the way to do it right there. It's just kind of be on the opposite floor or ceiling as the tuba and just kind of take advantage of the range and the homing. You know, kind of the coward's way and kind of makes things a little bit too long, but you know, a lot of these levels you're only given a few hit points, so you don't really have the oh yeah, we fucked that up good. Fell right underneath that platform and just kind of ended us there. Going with the invulnerability special there for just this last bit. Not necessarily having any trouble killing anything, it's just platforming in general, I guess. It'll be interesting to see how many coins we actually can pull out of the stage, as we just like picked up our second there. Hopefully this would kind of give us a payout at the store of some variety. I'm not sure exactly if there's anything we need. Pretty much stratted out this whole area now. And it's sitting at 3 hit points. It's it's kind of looking pretty damn good, provided we don't shit the bed here somewhere. Sadly, we're not really all that close to the invulnerable super move that we probably were hoping to get. Although we could have been parrying some of those enemies to kind of help that out. So luckily just not stuck underneath that platform. Oh, shit. There we go. Didn't actually need the invulnerability, but still made it through. And not so bad. 10 minutes. 10 minutes of time. I'll take that. And we got all 5 coins. A B minus. Hey, as I always say, probably a bit more gracious and generous than we deserve, but we picked up another absolutely useless bridge to an area we can already get. But yes, 6 coins onto the shop. There should be something cool here. Oh yeah, the charge. We'll get that. There we go. That's what we want right there. And that's going to take over spread pretty well. So we got a nice 1-2 punch here with our homing, you know, and then we have our charge shot, which is quite a powerful attack. Well, hey there, fellas. Fiery Frolic. And now this guy is mainly is the talk around the Cuphead cooler, really. When you talk about wretched bosses and jerks. Apparently this one gave everyone a lot of trouble. I mean, granted, you know, I guess the next 13 minutes or so is dedicated to him, but I think I had more trouble with like the roller coaster clown. To be completely honest, but it's one of those things where I think, you know, if you see certain enemy patterns better than others, you know, certain bosses will be easier. God knows there's probably some levels and bosses that I had a bit more difficulty with than I really had any business, you know, being beaten up by. And I was going to say, I think the homing and the charge works just perfectly. And hey, we for our first go, we almost brought him down to his final form, so... Oh, pretty poor there. That last shot brings our special attack up to max, so we do have that hanging in the wind. Jesus Christ! A rare dodge on our part. There we go. Oh shit. Too low on a cloud for that. Here he is. Turns into the Hydra just like in Mega Man and Jesus. Mega Man 2. Oh no, he wasn't a Hydra in Mega Man 2. He was just a dragon, green dragon. Yeah, this whole boss is sort of a Mega Man 2 throwback, I suppose. Oh. The one thing I don't like about that super move, or maybe super moves in general, is that, and you know, almost as soon as it's completed, it leaves you open for attacks or whatnot. You know, there's no invulnerability frames particularly. So it's kind of like, yeah, I timed it sort of poorly across those clouds and then like just got out of it and fell to my doom. Yeah, that one wasn't so good. But I think getting those purple rings, or those pink rings rather, and parrying those early are kind of key. I mean, although we're finding out that, when you parry something, it kind of gets rid of your charge without actually firing it as well. It just kind of resets it. That's a little bizarre. But just something to keep in mind, Just missed all of them. But it looks like, yeah, with one more shot. Yeah, there's our special all lined up there. So, maybe in that third phase we can kind of start off by dealing a ton of damage. Or wait until the moment we know we're going to take damage, use that and see if we can kind of minimize chances of being hit. See if we can kind of roll the dice on it. Despite the fact that we'll be on floating clouds for the whole fight. That was unfortunate. Just no way for us to really dodge that thing going that direction. Alright, but that's it. Two hit points left going into this last phase here. Yeah, so we need to... Oh, we're going to do deal the damage right away. God damn. And what's rather interesting is that we have to switch back to the charge with him rather quickly, because if you hit those fireballs, they sprout and they sort of break apart into 4 more fireballs. So certainly a boss that has countered the homing. Oh.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
Oh, kind of pinched in there. Yeah, this run isn't looking so great. Wow, there we go. Defeated before on the first form. Good God. It was looking pretty nice there for a little bit, and then we just got beaten up by one of those fiery rocks, and then the tail is pretty much a 1-2 punch. To the next form, but exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know if we're gonna make it through. Alright, so far so good. 2 hit points. This section would be 1,000 times harder without homing. Oh my god. I'm just thinking like if you had the pea shooter or something else, you'd have to get in those lower areas and just... Oh man. And even when we don't have the homing, you don't want to still fire on those fireballs with the bubbles. 1 hit point left. Fuck. Oh, and then we have that to worry about.
Here's a real high-class battle. And begin.
I mean, to be honest, if we could parry a ton in this early stage, and then just kind of minimize the chance of us getting kind of cheated out of a hit point, that's probably what we want to do. The second phase is pretty okay. So, but, you know what, it took us the whole form to get our super, so maybe we're just saving it the way we should be, saving it for that last form and just trying to blitz him down, really. But if we can get through here with all 3 hit points, that would probably secure us the win. Or at least you'd hope so. Well, okay. Too much to ask for, I suppose. Alright, there's the second form. Luckily that wasn't too high. It looks like we still dealt some damage. Oh shit. And I'm thinking like being on the bottom here isn't necessarily the worst place to be with these guys. So you're not like in the middle, yeah, like right in front of their sort of fireballs. There we go. Excellent. So the giant weight lifted off our shoulders has quite possibly one of the harder bosses taken care of. Not the prettiest numbers ever, but B-, we'll take it. Then again, we'll take any fucking clear at this point. Another bridge to a place we don't really need to go, but cutting corners. I suppose we could have fought the dragon a bit sooner if we knew how to come around the back of the mountains here. And a free coin for doing so. So with 3 coins, we'll take a look at the running out of things to buy. That sort of 5th spot is now vacant. Cuphead, some whetstone. Pick up the Cuphead. Twin heart, 5 coins, giving us 2 extra hit points. Interesting stuff. So I think this might do it. It does do it for level 2. So in the next video, we're on to World 3. Not much left in the game. World 3 and then the finale. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff. And we'll come back and play some more Cuphead in the future.